How's it going, guys? How's it going? It's another day in the markets. Holy crap. Yes, yes, and yes, guys. Was not expecting this. No, we weren't. This is why you always can't expect the unexpected. All right, let's see what we got here. C-Story, how's it going? Cliff is #1 in the chat. How's it going, Cliff? My man. Hey, guys, says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Well, happy Thursday. Milk money. What's up, everybody? What's up? Thursday is Chaos Day. PPI. Ouch. Yes, ouch. It stings, guys. It stings. But it'll, again, be something we forget all about in a week or so. When Lube says, Nebula Nerd, yeah.
When will then be now? Soon.
Oh, jeez. Good morning. How's it going, Break McFreedom? How's it going? I'm bleeding. Somebody get me a oh, jeez. Hey, guy, what was I looking forward to wake up to? This is not what I was looking forward to wake up to. Yes, 100%. And then, yeah, Quinn also said it too. Boomers dumping the market. Grab you some as well. Holy crap, guys. Everyone is feeling it. Everyone's feeling it. 15 seconds left, and I made it. Ah, yes, nice, Crypto JPEG. Welcome. Crypto JPEG says, morning, everyone. Well, morning, Crypto JPEG. Every day is a grab. Well day. Jesus. Yeah, well, still hasn't really moved yet, has it? Okay, Nebula saying, woke up to that damn bloodbath. Damn. Yes, that's right, Nebs. My pop's yelling at me, son, please sell the Jasmine, buy it back. You don't know shit. It is done to you. Oh my gosh. Sell the dip, buy the rise. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what the fuck, man? Gotta love him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's crazy, man. That sounds like Boban, who used to always say that. Yeah, he used to always say, sell the bottom, buy the top. Oh my god. It's the boomers who keep dumping the markets 100%, Quint. For real, baby boomers scared AF. Yeah, they're still following on these ridiculous old norms, right? Yeah, we have to have earnings calls. We have to wait and see what's all the data gonna say about this. What the investors are they positive? Are they negative? It's all about the stock markets, man. We need more Luigi's for the boomers. Quince. Timing the market. Yeah, timing the market defeats timing the market. 100% A guy, 100% how I've made mine. Yes, Braveheart McFreedom says, yes, A guy, since December 2024. December 24th? December 24th? I don't know. I'm assuming December 24th of 2024. Quentin says, how dare you ignore the most important question of the stream? What is that? I ignore what? What I ignore? God, Quint, I don't see anything else from you. Someone must have deleted it. I don't know. Yeah, Taco Man. I really don't see anything else, Quint. And then, yeah, Braveheart McFreedom says, OG! Yes, in the house. Maybe not in the house this morning. But yeah, OG Bobbin, of course. Yes. Joyce, how's it going, Joy? How's it going? Good morning. Yes, hi, everyone. Much love from Joy this morning. All right, guys, let's get into it. Holy crap, the market just keeps tanking. Oh, jeez, let's keep going. Let's go. Bloodbath indeed. I wonder if we hit our bottom, our bottom target right now. Let's take a look at the charts real quick. Boom, before the market opens. Oh my gosh, it's a bloodbath, guys. It's a bloodbath. Let's see. It is a falling. ETH is a falling down to the bear target. Oof. Yeah, we're landing right on top of our bear target right now. Damn, man. I mean, I said it last night. I was like, the sentiment, the overall market feels bullish, right? It feels bullish. But I said, oh, my gut's telling me we're oversold. Here we are, right on top of our bear target. Oh, well. It was fun while it lasted. I'm going to get into why we're dumping, of course. Why are we dumping? We have about 5 minutes to the market bell. I think I have enough time to cover it. Right, so let's get into that. I had some fun stuff they were talking about on Bloomberg this morning. But enough with the fun stuff. Let's dive into the doom. Yes, the doom is loading. I love it. Let's see what's scaring the boomers today. PPI wholesale prices rose 0.9% in July, which is more than expected. And yeah, we have a little clip here.
We're a couple seconds away, folks, from our July release of the Producer Price Index. Headline number is whoppingly big. Oh my goodness!
Almost
up
a whole point.
0.9%. Up 0.9. And if you strip out food and energy, guess what? It's still up 0.9. Boy, that equals June of 22. You're to March of 22 on the headline to find a bigger number. On the core number, that would comp to March of 22, since we've had a number of that magnitude when it was 1.2%. These are kind of COVID distorted numbers. Now, let's look at ex-food, energy, and trade. Triple the expectations. All three of those were expected to be up 0.2. This is up 0.6. 0.6 would be the highest level since March of 22.
Everyone's chart looks
9/10.
right
Now, let's go year over year. These are warm too. 3.7. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Final demand year over year is 3.3. We're expecting 2.5. Now, 3.3, that would be the highest since February. The high water mark was January this year at 3.8. Now, 2.8 is X food, energy, and trade. That is definitely higher than 2.5 expected. 2.8 would be the highest since March. And right in the middle there, we have X just food and energy. That number coming in at 3.7. I kept it for last. That really is a very, very large number. 3.7, well, that would be the largest since March when it was 3.9. So we see every single metric is warmer than expected. Every single metric is significantly higher sequentially. Now let's go to initial jobless claims. Here's a bit of good news, 224,000. That's down 3,000 from a slightly revised 227. And we're the 12th consecutive week above 1.9 million. And continuing claims, 1,953,000. Once again, it all gets stacked up pretty tight. What we're thinking about is these numbers go all the way back to November of 2021. And the next jump up from these numbers will be when we pop over 2 million. The last time we did that was, as I said, Nova 21, 2,041,000. So we saw interest rates move up to this kind of 4.25 level in 10s. The 2-year has moved up to a bit to 370, and every maturity now, except for 30-year bonds, are higher in yield. 30-year bonds are virtually unchanged. Next week on Wednesday, we get a 20-year, but you know, on the supply side, it's a bit in the rearview mirror. We didn't have terrific auctions, and I'm going to throw it back to you guys. I'm a little surprised the markets haven't moved more on it, but the knee-jerk is usually against expectations. The residual trade down the road here today will be about how this factors into the bigger picture.
So yeah, that's the skinny on the PPI this morning. Not looking good, and the market's reacting very much to that. Every coin down almost to 10%. Insane. Average right now is sitting about 5.3, but I'm looking at some projects like Jasmine down 8.8% over the last 12 hours. Not probably like 8 hours, really. 8 hours. Yeah, Ondo's down 7%. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a lot on sale today. Still high on the week, still high on the month, still high on the 3-month, on the year, but on the day, it's having a little bit of a pullback. So DCA while you can, guys. This might be the biggest pullback we get in a while. Holy crap, even Sui fell from $4.17. Wow. $4.17 to $3.75. Wow. It's definitely a very market shaked up kind of day. Yeah, ZoomTube censoring me. No, man, it's probably the wrenches in the chat. I don't know what you said, Quinn. I don't know. We're going to dive into some Bloomberg real quick and see what the market bell looks like this morning. I do have some other stuff to show with you later, but right now, market bell. Boom.
Markets down. It's not dramatic. Honestly, from an all-time closing high yesterday, I think we were at 64.46 or something unbelievably high on the S&P. We are down 1/3%, so not much. A little bit more than that on NASDAQ futures. The Russell taking the biggest hit, right? Because they're the most worried, those small caps, about cuts. They want to see 50 for sure, and 25 maybe a disappointment for them. You have Oh, he's trying to whistle, which is cool. I hope that actually worked. This is like a Miami stock exchange kind of thing listed on the New York Stock Exchange. That's a little bit weird. I'm going to dig deeper into that. And then you have Dominati Holdings ringing the bell at the NASDAQ. It really doesn't matter because we're watching what happens to stocks when inflation finally comes in hot and a little bit of disappointment in earnings.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Deere. Deere falling after trimming its outlook as customers remain cautious. You also have those lower grain prices preventing farmers from spending.
John Deere.
You add it all together, Deere is down 6% at the opening bell. This is disappointing because this is a company that had been building a bit of a rebound year to date, up about 22% through yesterday's close, falling 2 tepid years in the stock market, but coming a little bit closer back to earth right now, Matt.
I love the word tepid. I'm going to use that for Cisco's guidance as well on AI progress. The company came out with earnings, actually some pretty strong numbers, but the outlook concerns the market. It also assumes that current tariffs remain in place through the end of 2026, and you know what it means to assume, right?
Yeah. I won't say it here, but yes.
I think you probably could, but I won't either. We're back with New York Life Investments economist and chief market strategist Lauren Goodwin. And Lauren, I'm sorry I had to cut you off into the break because the big news of the day is the PPI. The big news of the day is inflation. That looks like it's finally coming through to some extent from tariffs. Not shockingly high, but the core number was 3.7%. And Scott Besson thinks, and frankly, the market thinks as well, that rates should be lower than 3%. That's what we have overnight index futures pricing in for, towards the end of 2026. Where do you think the neutral rate is?
Right now, I believe that the neutral rate is closer to 3.5, maybe 3.75. So let's call it 75 basis points lower than it is today. And that's a function of several things. We've seen
that's 3
major
cuts
development
this year
in the
at
economy
25,
related to artificial intelligence that's
guess.
making the investment cycle much more capital intensive. And that's only reinforced by some of the longer term structural themes related to climate resilience, infrastructure, some of the spending that's happening globally. And so this is an environment where governments, while they're trying to spend less, are going to be forced to spend more on rehashing their economic and physical security. That's an environment where I expect the neutral rate is a little bit higher than what we're hearing from policymakers today.
Well, let's talk about how you invest around that, starting very broad. You mentioned the countries are going to have to spend more to maybe juice their economies a little bit more. Are those the countries that you want to be investing in?
We're taking a very asset allocation broad approach when it comes to investment strategy right now, because with valuations where they are, especially in the US, I think you have to be patient. And I think that you have to be transition oriented. And so as we think about, let's start with the international story, the way you asked, there are different benefits, let's say, of the strengths of different countries in an environment like this. Technology, still a major strength of the United States and a source of reliable earnings for investors in U.S. equities. And so we see the growth equity in the U.S. as being particularly beneficial. If you look in Europe, it's a completely different story. Faster interest rate cutting cycle, benefiting cyclical sectors like financials and industrials, where those countries tend to be stronger and more entrenched. So we're actually seeing value equities performing much better there. And so taking a global approach like that, we think is prudent for not just diversifying, but also capturing the areas of the cycle that are transition oriented the way that we think is intelligent.
We had an MLive
All right. I'm over it. PPA, of course, terrifying markets this morning. All right, let's get back in the chat, guys. Quinn, I'm not sure how the hell I ignored you. Yeah, WTF, Taco Man. Yes, YouTube is probably censoring you. Yes, he is. It probably is. Jerry the Turtle's up 23% according to Quint. Let's see if Quint's right. I don't know. I think I got rid of Jerry the Turtle last night. I guess we could take a look real quick on Crypto Bubbles. Yeah, Crypto Bubbles. Oh, Jesus. Good luck finding this damn thing. The ticker is ridiculous. Jerry the Turtle. Oh, my God. Jerry the Turtle. It's up 2.8% on the day. 38% on the week, though. So on the week, yeah, maybe. Okay. So, yeah. Hey, guy says, whoa, I can pause the stream. That's amazing. What? You can pause the stream? I don't know, man. Maybe we're finally starting to unlock some more powers on YouTube. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. That's amazing. Let me know if you can still do that by the end of the stream, guy. If it's not just an anomaly. Felix Supita coming in saying, none of these numbers matter. I don't know why people care so much. I don't either, man. None of these, they're all made up. They're all made up to control the populace. 100%. Let's go, Felix. That's one of the best things you said in a while, my guy. Thank you. Quentin says, because the boomers are greedy artards. Yes. Yes. Damn boomers, always messing things up. Yeah, great time to be DCing into ammo, says Braveheart McFreedom. I could use some more 380 right now. It's been a while since I filled up on some 380. let's get some 380 going, man. I guess. All right, find me a good price on 380, man. It's been forever since I bought like 1,000 rounds of 380. Yeah, boomers got to go. Says Quint. Braveheart Freeman says, boomers are my parents, so no. Yeah, we do love our parents, right? Gamma Goddess says, Grand Rising Otaku Chaos family, how's it going? Good morning, Gamma Goddess. How you doing? You know what sounds really good this morning? Gamma Rita. I can take that right now. Calm my nerves. Although coffee works too. Guys, this too will pass, right? This too will pass. Gamma in the house, guys. That's right. DCA is the way, says Gamma. We're going to get this money. Yes. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well, guys. Guys, keep your mental state in check, guys. This too will pass. Felix Apita says, yeah, remember, the markets will always claim the wall of worry. 100%, my guy. 100%. Thanks again for that one as well. Quinn says, I sent you a message on the cord, Otaku. Okay, I'll take a look at that. We'll see what Quinn's got going on. Jeez, Quinn. The Labradors murdered a weasel last night. Oh, jeez, Braveheart. Man, that's crazy. Let's see what Quinn has to say. I can't. Okay, I see. When extinction of of the doomers or the boomers, so we can have our greatest transfer of wealth in human history. It's gonna happen without their absence. I'm telling you, Quint. I mean, they're gonna die, but they're not really gonna. I'm not gonna inherit anything. And let me know in the chat if you guys are gonna be the same way. Okay, so I did read your previous question, right? You did take a snap of it. So yeah. Yeah, I don't personally believe that there's gonna be much left to passed down. I'm not getting anything. Like I said, I'm not getting anything. I'm not expecting anything from my grandparents or my parents. I don't have any friends or family members that I can think of that are expecting anything from their parents or grandparents of a significant amount, right? I mean, we're talking about like maybe you get a house that still needs to be paid off. Yeah. What am I gonna do with that? Maybe you get a car that it's got 100,000, 200,000 miles on it. What am I gonna do with that? I only got one butt, and I already have a car. I mean, it's exactly. You're gonna get heirlooms. You're gonna get I don't think we're really gonna get much of a wealth transfer, at least in the middle class, what we call the middle class anyway. I still call it upper poor. All right, let's see what else we have in the chat. Anyway, so yeah, the chaos. And more of the story says chaos ensued, of course, to the. Oh my God, dark and seized the carcass of. Oh my God, the lab. Oh my God, what is the murder? The murder. Jesus, Braveheart. Big Mel was going to eat it and they might skin it today. An example of others chicken hunting weasels. Ooh, so are you going to eat that weasel? I don't know if that's even something you'd eat. I don't know. Jesus. Jake and Snake, I think weasels might even kill snakes. It had to go. Look at that. He's helping you out, Jake. Oh, man. Well, I don't think Jake's here this morning yet. It's usually a little too early for him to be jumping on. He's usually in the background just kind of listening, though. Let's see what else we have here. Gamma Goddess says, do you think this is the final shakeout before we go parabolic? I don't think so. There's still more narratives, right? We still have the big China thing. We have Trump meeting with Putin this week on Friday. So yeah, and then C-Story says got stream pause for a few seconds as well. Damn. Okay, so yeah, so you can only pause the stream for a few seconds. I wonder if I pull that up, if I can see it on my live too. I gotta do some testing on that and figure out why I can't get you guys to be able to play and rewind. There are some streams like that, I know for sure. Like for example, I have it up. Kimba the White Snow Line. You can't go back on his stream. It's only live or pause only. So I don't know. There's a way you can set that up, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I guess, on my settings. So thanks again for letting me know that it's improved a little bit, but I don't remember really doing anything significant in the last 2 weeks at least. Maybe 3 weeks ago I did make some changes to it when we were having those hiccups with the internet, but haven't had those in a while. Okay, let's get back into the chat. Yeah, Braveheart says, I hope so too. Everyone's saying I hope so. Gamma, yes. What's that? Gecko Terminal lying to me about the 23%. Yeah, Gecko's numbers are really been off lately. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it called $4 trillion market cap for total market cap on crypto. 3 or 4 days before it actually hit 4 trillion. Coin market cap, of course, reporting when we finally broke that. We were actually sitting at 3.9 when I think it was a whole entire week earlier with CoinGecko saying it was already over 4 trillion. Currently this morning sitting at 4 trillion flat. We've lost about 180, almost 180. I think the peak we had last night was like 4.19. So we lost, oh no, oh yeah, 4.19. We almost hit 4.2 trillion. So we lost about 170,000 billion. What the hell? No, 170 billion. Yeah, 170 billion. Yes, 170 billion overnight. Yeah, just goes to show you guys. Yeah, market's very volatile right now. Very volatile. All right, what else we got in the chat here before we get back into the news? Sell it to me, says Quint. Sell it to me. What are we selling? Cordell, what are your top 5 cryptocurrency investments? Cordell, oh man, I can tell you what I'm holding, right? I'm holding a majority my stack in 6 coins, so that's almost right where you are there. And this is based on ROI and where I think the market's going to head towards. Push in favor for these projects. So right now my top 6 holdings are, of course, Bitcoin sitting at number 1. That's about half my portfolio, no matter what. Again, I'm expecting more doom in the future. So I like to have that there just in case. And then I have a large stack of ZBEC, which actually outperformed most of my bag, most of my portfolio, sitting number 2 in my portfolio. Then I have Jasmine on the runner-up, sitting at number 3. And then XCN and Swiftcoin, I believe. Those are my biggest picks for this cycle run. And then again, I'm gonna roll some of those profits into some of the bigger L1s in the bear market, just like I did last cycle, and it worked out pretty well. I have some smaller bags, but those are my big bags. I have a small bag of Wormhole. I have a small bag of Well. I have a small bag of Say, oh, and Sui too. I mean, you have it's actually getting kind of big now. I can't say it's small anymore. Sui might actually be at my top 5 or top 6 pick. It's going to be the biggest L1 I think it's going to move in terms of ROI. So don't fade Sui, guys. Don't fade Sui. Still holding a bag of that as well. All right, so those are my top, my personal top. Now I'm not saying that all coins are going to move, and but I think ROI is going to be massive for those coins. And it's a safer bet. It's not perfect. Oh yeah, Miria. Damn it, Miria as well. I have a huge bag of Miria. I forgot. I have more than 6 coins now. This is how it happens, guys. How it happens. All right, so yeah, what else we have here? Do you think it's a final shakeup before we go parabolic? Says Gamma Goddess. I think I read that earlier, but yes, I don't think it is. Again, we have Putin on Friday. We have China 90 days out from last week. So what is that still, like 80 days now or more? 80 days for them to push back on their tariff deals or whatever. Good buy level for ETH right now, says Brian. Let me take a look at ETH real quick. We gotta get back in the news, guys. We're missing possible breaking news. We gotta get back into it. I won't have time to cover that now. I was hoping to cover that. All right. Let's take a look at ETH real quick specifically. All right, ETH right now having a pullback, 4,500. Honestly, I mean, it's going to keep rallying either way. Treasury companies are going to be buying this regardless. If you want to get a piece of ETH, I don't know why you would. Its ROI is only going to be probably a 2x from here, maybe a 2.5, right? If we do get to see like the highs of like 13,000, something like that, higher than expected. Yeah, a little more, maybe. Yeah, not that much, guys. It's the same kind of deal with a lot of these other coins. You want to make sure you have a position in something with a lot more higher an ROI. Yeah, if you're holding this for long term, sure, I'd say it's a good on the pullback. It's still expected going down. It's actually higher than it was where we were expecting it to be. I was expecting this breakout to happen by the end of the week on Sunday. All right, so I'm still surprised either way, and we're holding most of this bullish trend line either way on both the charts of Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're bouncing right now on our low. Of course, we pointed this out last night. The lowest we would go is probably 118.2. Here we are, right on 118.2. So not surprised there at all. I think we're going to see a lot of this chip back up. But markets, of course, are a little overreacting right now to the PPI numbers. All right, what else we got here? Muted. Mike. What? Check. What? Mike, check. It was all you. Okay, I was going to say, like, it looks fine on my end. I got a light on my mic that says I'm good to go. All right, price cycle time for Ethereum is close, says John Doe. We got J and F. Yeah, laughing at you guy there. Yeah, it's just you, my guy. Just trying to bring in some last sad day. I gotcha. All right, guys, we gotta go. Of course, Cordell, of course, answering your questions. This is what I'm here for, man. Of course, to help you out, educate you in the space. Now let's go see if we can find some chaos this morning. Let's see what the news is covering. While the markets start to chip back up and recover. I don't think it's going to be a huge down day. I mean, who knows? Maybe we do still have. Is that tomorrow? There's no way. Is it already that? Nah, there's no way. It's next week, I think. Jerome Powell, Jackson Hole. I'm pretty sure that's next week. Like 21st, wasn't it? Like the 21st or something. What the hell? What the hell, Google? You never get me what I want anymore. August. Oh, 22nd to 24th. Okay, so, and yes, some news outlets are saying 21st. Okay, so that's the idea. What else have we got in the news today? So that's the big one, of course, PPI, higher than expected, almost a full point. Economist Summerlin confirms he is running for Fed chair, backs big interest rate cut. Kodak faces financial struggles even as Gen Z sparks a film resurgence. What the hell are Gen Z doing with film? That's weird. Oh, geez. Magman in the house. Oh, my God, my boy, Magman. How's it going? We're trying to find some chaos this morning. Let's go check out the major news networks and see if they're covering anything. Guys, if you want to catch the news and you're not paying for Fox Business, Fox, CNBC, or Bloomberg, you can get, of course, all these for free on newslive.com. Again, just saving you some money. Don't pay for something you get for free.
Stupid.
Save that and stack some more sats. All right, NASDAQ loses. Oh my gosh, they're losing their minds, it looks like.
The betting site says that the odds of a recession as of this morning, 12%. Wow. So we're going from 2.8 to 1.3, no recession, but things are slowing down because of that low-income cohorts.
Let me ask you, Adam, bring you into this. Do you think the middle class is pulling back?
There is no middle class.
No. And here's what I say, and I'd be curious to get the economist take.
You mean upper poor?
Ed Bastian, the CEO at Delta, did a couple of weeks ago. He raised guidance after having suspended guidance only 4 months earlier. He said we're actually seeing the bookings, and curiously, he said it's not at the high end because the business bookings were steady the whole time. For a while, there was a downtick in travel bookings for economy tickets in the summer. Well, that has come back up. So I know that's only one data point, but Delta, you know, if they've got the comfort to actually increase guidance, that says a lot to me about consumers.
So what I see there is that the super low income individuals, they're not spending as much money on Wendy's, Chipotle, or McDonald's. But what you're seeing is that middle income, upper tier, they're spending a little bit more. So I don't disagree with that. But that super low income is struggling. Yeah, they are. You can't compare the middle income upper tier with the super low income cohorts. Those are the ones that are struggling, and we're seeing that in all the numbers that we look at.
Us upper poor folk.
Rates for the average college graduate today in 3 years on student loans, 10.3%.
Yikes.
You don't default for fun. You default because you're struggling.
That's right. We'll have to leave it there, Anthony. Great stuff. We could talk all morning. Adam, thank you too on that. All right, let's move ahead. Coming up, President Trump says after he meets with Vladimir Putin, he expects Zelensky to join a meeting.
That's what the idea is. Of course, it's going to be Putin and Trump in a hangar in Alaska on Friday. And then they're going to hopefully have a good meeting and then bring Zelensky to the table and negotiate some land grabs, I'm assuming. That is the idea, I think. That's the current narrative anyway. All right, guys. I said this last night. Like, Black Swans could be coming. This is definitely feels like one. It feels like a movie though. It feels like a movie. I mean, my portfolio is down. It chunked this morning, man. I was excited last night, of course, like everyone else, and we're down in chunk now. So again, DCA opportunity could be the day to do it, man. Could be the day to do it. Right. What else we got in the open market news? Open market news. So that was Fox Business, CNBC right now. What are they talking about?
35317. Fisher Investment.
They're talking about
you the confidence.
Let's take a look at Bloomberg. Doomberg. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, yeah, look, a lot of red.
And the shares are tepid today. And then AMAT right now down 1%. Let's talk about, Katie, some chip makers.
Let it burn.
Yeah, let's do that. And we have a great guest to do that with. Cantor Fitzgerald, semiconductor analyst, joins us now, CJ Muse. And CJ, let's start with Applied Materials. That is obviously a big company coming after the bell. Interesting to hear a little bit about the numbers themselves. Also, they recently announced a $200 million investment in Arizona. What's your expectation for what we hear from the executives on the call?
Yeah, good morning, Katie. Thank you for having me. I think for Applied Materials, they'll echo much of what we heard from their peers, Lam Research, KLA. So I'm looking for a small beat and raise. And I think that is widely expected by the market. I think China will obviously be a core area of strength into the October quarter guide. And I think the real positive catalyst to look for are signs of a pickup in their Samsung business, which...
Yeah, we're not producing anything here in America for at least 8 to 10 years, something like that. Anything major anyway. Although some of those facilities in Texas are getting close to completion. They did start building them back during COVID. Let's see what else we have here. All right, market's just full of red. Top 100. There's nothing coming up. Oh, ADA. Wow, look at that. ADA holding in strong there. That's impressive, actually. ADA holding on to, trying to hold on to a dollar. Did get as high as $1 and a 1 penny. Yeah, $1 and a penny. Is holding right now at 93 cents. 93 cents. Damn. Look at the sea of red, guys. What am I gonna buy today? What am I gonna buy today? That's the question. I don't know. Whatever's down the most in my my favorite picks. I'm thinking SUI, man. I'm thinking SUI. If SUI can come down a little bit more. Oh, it's chipping back up already. SUI, fell to $3.75. Now sitting at $3.80 roughly. Oh my gosh, dude. That's a steal. That's a steal. It was of course lower last week, but it's on the rise like everything else is. What else we got here in the top 100? CAS was down 6%. This thing hasn't even moved at all this year. Oh my God. CAS was still down. What else we got? Pengu. I don't want Pengu. I don't want dog with that. Geez. Well, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait out and see. I might dip my toe a little bit into SUI. But other than that, I mean, Jasmine, I got tons and tons of Jasmine. I'm good on that. Wow, it actually fell 9 points in ranking. Wow, today. Holy crap. Almost breaking out of the top 100. It was 90 last night. Jasmine getting close to 2-cent breakout was not, yeah, that's insane. Algorand down 6% as well. Yeah, down 1 point in rank. Interesting. Definitely gonna keep a lookout here. But right now, guys, that's probably my top pick for the day to DCA. Again, not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Top 200 though. Let's take a look here and see what's down the most on the day. White Rock down 20%. This thing just ramped. This talk about kangaroo market. What the hell is this chart? What the hell? Is it really up 20% on the day? The chart like this? That's ridiculous. super chop city, man. Literally chop city. They literally look like a skyline. The chart looks like a skyline on the day. Ridiculous. On White Rock there. ZBEC down 6%. Okay, that's probably what I would probably dump into top 200. Wow. Virtual's protocol just dumped down to top 200 now. That's insane. Guys, again, if you want an AI agent play, this is the biggest one on Ethereum. I keep saying it. It's down quite a bit now. Quite a bit. What else we have here? Anything else? This is probably gonna be my two. Gonna probably be ZBEC and Sui. I'm probably gonna be buying today. All right, guys, let's get back into the news. Let's see what else we got going on. Fox Business. Let's take a look at some headlines, and then we've got 4 minutes, and we're gonna cover the crypto news. See how that's loading. Probably not gonna look good. It's probably not gonna look good. Gebaga says, seems our morning family therapy session is going well. Very well, says Nebs. Very well. Oh, geez, guys. I got to catch up in the chat, too, at some point. Let's see what we can find. Trump, what's this here? Factory Boost says, Trump reshapes the global trade. Health tech company announces over $150 million investment in America. So pharmaceutical company, what is that? Philips? I'm not thinking of health when it comes to Philips.
Business Alert, folks,
Thinking of
what a
General
comeback.
Electronics.
Look on your screen right now. The Dow, which had been down 781 points.
Thank you for playing that without my permission. Anyway, Philips is investing more than $150 million towards the U.S. manufacturing and research development with the global expanding production and AI-powered health technology innovations in America. All right, so that's what's coming out of Philips this morning. Interesting. Appliance maker invests billions in U.S. manufacturing operations. Is that the same thing? Is that the same damn thing? GE as well. Look at that. General Electronics invests $3 billion in U.S. manufacturing operations as well. Here we go, man. This is actually pretty good. Man, Trump is killing it. It really is. I mean, love him or hate him, I was never a real big fan. I mean, he's getting shit done. This movie is definitely a better movie than it was last 4 years. Mookie Bet creates soundtrack mixing base. What the hell? Miami deadly sailboat crash survivors. Wow, stared death in the face. Starbucks CEO says new time goal for baristas to make your custom order. New time goal? Jeez, man, we just got to get the robots in there to replace them. I mean, this is terrible. They're setting standards for time per drink. That's ridiculous. Shoring up Social Security could bring large tax bill for young Americans. I guess we could take a look at that. More money printing? Let's go! More money printing! Let's see if that gets us where we want. Where the hell did I go? Oh, there it is. Keeping Social Security from going broke requires tax hikes that will hit younger Americans for 6 figures. No, this is the opposite. This is the opposite. That doesn't do anything. Taxing Americans more just, of course, requires this,
and avoid harsh
it's
cuts, sharp tax
ridiculous.
increases, or unacceptable borrowing. They also warn a
geez.
retired dual-earning couple could see cuts in their Social Security benefits of upwards of $18,000 a year, beginning in 2033. Joining me right now is the...
we got some time. That's right around the time where we said Social Security was going to end, right? What, 2030? Yeah. Social Security marks its 90th anniversary on Thursday, and a long-standing safety program is facing projections of insolvency in less than a decade. While a new report shows that the cost of stabilizing the program could set cost young taxpayers over the course of their careers. Social Security two main trust funds are projected to reach insolvency on a combined basis in the first quarter of 2034. That's in part because the ratio of workers and retirees has declined over the time from 16.5 workers per retiree in 1950 to 3.3 workers in 1985 and about 2.8 workers in 2013. That's insane. Per Social Security Administration data. Once the trust funds are tapped out, the program would face an automatic benefit cut by law to match the incoming payroll tax receipts unless Congress reforms the program, and that's when we usher in the UBI and robots and AI take over the economy. And crypto, they probably are going to use crypto on rails and get money for people for free. All right, guys. So yeah, not surprised here. Again, even the Fed knows
U.S.
it.
federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
That's right. We're borrowing from future generations, J-Pal. You said that like 8 times now in the past 5 years that I remember. All right. What else we got here in the news? Anything else on CNBC? Let's load this up. Cadillac unveils elevated velocity electric crossover concept car. That's a weird one. It's a concept car though. Yeah, that's I mean, cool. I like the gull wing doors, right? But yeah, it's a small little cute car, Cadillac. All right, Dow drops 100 points after July's wholesale inflation is much hotter than expected. Of course, that's the big one that we're talking about today. Google faces losses on Chrome as Perplexity bid adds drama to looming breakup decisions. I heard too that Steam is no longer supported on Chromebooks. Who's using a Chromebook anyway? I don't know, but yeah, that's a thing. Trump Bureau of Labor Statistics nominee was a bystander outside of Capitol on January 6th. White House says, oh boy, here we go, back into the Jan 6 again. Goldman Sachs says JP Morgan executive gambled away investor funds for his casino company. Oh God, really? Oh my God. Bitcoin touches record. Ethereum almost makes a new high before rolling over. There we go. We got some crypto news on CNBC though, right in the front page. Sort of. Okay, so yeah, we got that Bitcoin a new record high on Wednesday after it climbed, and yeah, we fell over, and of course we lived through it. We don't need to cover this on CNBC. I just want to show you they're talking about us. We exist. All right, let's see what else we got on the real news, or the traditional news right now. Not real news. The real news over on X.
Talk on the street. I'm Sarah Eisen with Carl Quintanilla. We are live from Post 9, as always, of the New York Stock Exchange. David has the morning off. Stocks are under a little pressure this morning. We've come off the lows of the morning so far, but take a look. S&P down a little more than 0.1%. NASDAQ is unchanged as tech outperforms, and the Dow is down about 128 points. We do have some sectors green: consumer discretionary, communication services, and technology. Everybody else is red. Materials, real estate, and energy are underperforming. NASDAQ Composite, though, just popping into positive territory again. Some strength in technology today. As for treasuries, it's been a busy week of data. We'll talk about PPI in just a moment, but they're selling off. Yields are a little bit firmer. 10-year yield 4.265%. The 2-year yield a little elevated at 3.7%, but nothing major. Speaking of, today the Fed's next move in question after this morning's inflation data. St. Louis Fed President Alberto Musalem will join us in an exclusive interview with his first take. And yes, he is a voting member this year. Plus, Charles Schwab, Liz Ann Saunders with what this all means for the market and your portfolio. And a lack of luxury Tapestry shares getting crushed on concerns about tariffs. I spoke to the CEO about what she is seeing this quarter. We'll have those headlines for you coming up.
Give me something real.
But first, Carl, let's dive into that wholesale inflation report, PPI, because the number on the headline comes in hotter than expected.
All right.
0.9.
All right. We exhausted that entire thing. Let's get into some crypto news. That's right. It's past 10 a.m. I like to let it kind of load until about 10 a.m. and let's get into some crypto news. Take a look at some metrics too before we do that. Bitcoin falling down to number 7 in market cap after this shakeout here. So again, down 2 points in market, or 2 rankings in market cap. We did flip Amazon for number 5 yesterday, back down to number 7. Okay, it'll be short-lived, I'm sure. Short-lived. All right, let's get back into some of the metrics right now. Overall sentiment for the stock market coming in on 64. Still greed. But everyone's complaining, freaking out over nothing. Yeah, still sitting on greed right now in the U.S. stock market. Crypto markets as well. Let's take a look at this here. Crypto fear and greed right now sitting at 75 in greed as well, still, even with the pullback. And yeah, the Dixie. Ooh, here we go, guys. The Dixie climbing back up to a little bit into some safety, of course, with the boomers. Gotta get my bonds, man. It could collapse at any moment. I gotta go back to safety and going back into bonds. I could definitely see them freaking out and jumping right back into bonds. Exactly what we see here today. So on the day, it's up about 0.25%. All right, let's get back into some crypto news. Let's see what we can find in crypto news today. Of course, starting off with Bitcoin.com, news.bitcoin.com. Bitcoin volatility strikes as hot. PPI data spurs dollar rally. Yes, as a dollar is up about 0.25% on the Dixie. ETH could surge to 25,000 with 8x stablecoin growth, as Standard Charter says. We covered that article last night. Standard Charter is calling for a $25,000 Ethereum by 2028. So still, that's almost double from what we're expecting it to go this cycle. So it's kind of conservative in my opinion. Bitcoin breaks 123,000 as momentum builds. These are old articles from yesterday. This is why I give it till about 10 a.m. to load. And there doesn't seem like there's anything new today other than what we're covering this morning with the overall markets. Pakistan enlists Japanese help in CBDC endeavor. That is weird and interesting. I wonder if they're using XRP again for this. Again, guys, don't forget, XRP is still creating CBDCs in other countries like Argentina. All right, so we have here our JVM-based Mitsu enlisted to create a Pakistan CBDC. More countries are developing their own central bank digital currencies, bringing the payment infrastructure to the digital age. Pakistan, the 25th largest economy in the world, has enlisted the help of Sorimitsu, a Japanese-based leader in blockchain technology, to structure and launch a digital rupee pilot that will run on the top of the company's CBDC platform. So a company called Sorimitsu, not familiar with, out of Japan. We can take a look at that. I guess we want to go a little deeper into that. We could. Sorimitsu is an award-winning blockchain technology leader, I'm assuming. So this is their website here. Bridges a cutting-edge blockchain technology with real-world business and governmental needs. So I've never heard of this. Do they have like a layer one? Is it just a company that the award-winning global financial technology company specializing in developing blockchain-based solutions for digital asset management? All right, so I guess they're just developing blockchains for companies. So that's interesting. All right, I don't have too much time to go into all of that. Let's see what else we have on the chopping block. Peter Thiel-backed bullish exchange successfully debuts on the stock market. That happened yesterday. Very bullish for the markets. We even seen Google searches search this yesterday too. Almost in the top 20 again. So it was pretty big deal. Of course, pretty big deal. And Peter Thiel, anything backed by Peter Thiel, you definitely want to pay attention to, because that man's been at the forefront of all leading technology and innovation in the past 20 years. So definitely, yeah, a big deal in our market. Company price in this shares of $37 above the expected range of 32 to 33, and then opened at $90, representing a 143% increase during trading. Shares peaked at 118 before closing at 70. They had so many halts too. I think while I was listening to that entire day, they halted the market for that trading session like 3 or 4 times. So not a big fan of still the traditional markets. All right, let's see what else we have. Nothing else in Bitcoin.com news. Michael Saylor explains 4 reasons MicroStrategy trades at a premium. Yeah, we've been over that at so many times. Ethereum extended dominance with another 500 million inflow. Yeah, that was 20 hours ago, so that's a bit. Those gains have already been shaken out. What else we have here? Let's take a look at cryptonews.net. Let's take a look at cryptonews.net. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent talks about Bitcoin. Will the U.S. buy new Bitcoin? That's this came out about an hour ago. Let's take a look and see what Scott Bessent had to say. U.S. Treasury Scott Bessent, who openly called the Fed to cut rates in his statement yesterday, made new statements today on Thursday. Speaking to Fox Business, Treasury Scott Bessent made an important statement about the U.S. crypto reserve, stating that the U.S. will keep gold as a store of value. Bessent said that it will not buy new Bitcoin. Damn, that he will not buy new Bitcoin. Bessent stated that the Bitcoin will not be purchased to create new reserves, but rather seized assets will be used, adding to the U.S. will no longer sell Bitcoin. Bessent finally added that the Bitcoin reserves are around 15 to 20 billion in dollars. Bessent also commented that the Fed's investment rate cuts, stating that they believe that it's room for serious rate cuts. He added that the Fed rate could start with 25 basis point cut and accelerate to that later. This is not investment advice. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's paying attention to what Lummis is doing. Or maybe he's just trying to keep the FOMO down before they do their buys. But yeah, for him flat out saying that they will not be purchased to create reserves, Bitcoin will not be purchased to create reserves, but rather seized assets will be used. Adding to the U.S. will no longer sell Bitcoin. And they will not buy new Bitcoin. I don't know. That's not what the total narrative is over there. But we'll have to wait and see. If it isn't, well, that's just more Bitcoin for me. And more opportunity for a bear market to bring down the price of Bitcoin for everyone else to buy some in the bear market. All right, so there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. What else we got on cryptonews.net? Whales push Dogecoin higher as analysts eye 70 cents. I was just looking at that yesterday. It was sitting at like 24 cents still, something like that. It's been right around 20 cents for a long time. Now this morning, sitting at 22 cents. Man, this could be a good pickup right here. Sitting at the lows, basically sitting at the lows. Last time I played in the Doge, I made like $3 grand and walked away from it again. I wonder if I should do that again. That was a lot of fun. It's been a minute since I even looked at this chart. Holy crap. Yeah, and it's still playing out in a bullish fashion. Yep, and we're ready to explode. We're ready to go up. We're ready to go up for everything, including Doge. Man, I gotta clean this up too. Holy crap, all these little tidbits here from beginning of the year. That's back when I was actually making some money on Doge. All right, let's see. Speaking of which, when am I gonna make some money? Gotta take some profits. Gotta pay my bills. Oh, jeez. Bitcoin still fighting that 118,000 right now as we speak. All right, guys, let me get back in the chat real quick and catch up with you guys before I get deeper into the news. Grand Rising, Strawberry's in the house. How's it going, Strawberry? How's it going? Yeah, Gamma Goddess, of course, pointing out Strawberry is in the house. Hope you're having a great day, Strawberry. What did you miss? All the things. PPI is the big one, of course. A bunch of gayness, says Quint. My God. That boy Neb says, do you have a spare tampon, Strawberry? I guess you guys are all gonna need it. I'm bleeding over here, says Nebs. Seriously, we're all bleeding. My portfolio is bleeding. Your portfolio is bleeding. We're all bleeding. Don't get shaken out, guys. Don't get shaken out. Quinn says, you ever look into the mirror and say, God, oh my God. I think you need to see a therapist again, Nebs. Where's Ben when you need him? Oh, jeez. C-Story says, geez, film old disconnected tech that doesn't creeper. What? For seeing its value. Value is not connected or computerized. The things are humans for humans. Share with AI as desired with versus always. What? What? Cliff, what? I think someone broke your algorithm. I don't know what happened to Cliff. Yes, Quint says, I say, damn, I'm sexy in the mirror. Says Quint. Oh, geez. Women are lucky to have me exist, says Quint. Oh, my God. That's a bold statement there, Quint. Chad Daddy there. Yeah, we got Gamma Goddess says, Grand Rising Strawberry. Yes, seems our morning family therapy session is going well. Definitely 100% is. C-Story says, multimedia. It's a selection of performers. One likes to read their roles in scripted programming. I gotcha. Good to be aware of the ones to trust oneself. Learn to filter out the noise. That's right, the noise. Cliff. OG Bubban says, Gamma Manbush. My God. Yes, OG, good morning. Jake the Snake is in the house. Guys, welcome, of course, to the chat. The King of Ohio. Oh, Jesus. The keeper of the Lord of Wrenches, Quint says, I'm playing Marvel Rivals while everyone cries about the dumpage. Jeez, do you not even work, Quint? What the hell is going on with Quint? Good morning, Otakuites. Good morning. This is why you're investing into Jerry the Turtle. Oh, God. Grand Rising says, Ramona. Yes, Grand Rising. Good morning. Ramona's in the house. Good morning. How much Bitcoin should Satoshi be buying? Satoshi? What? Sorry, blame the Schumann residence. Oh my gosh, Cliff. Jacob 6 says, I'm playing Work to Not Starve while everyone freaks out. Yeah, seriously. Ben Lawrence says, good morning, guys. Listening while driving daughter to school. Yeah, have a great morning, Ben. Have a great morning. Shill Harder says, Jake the Snake, that's right. I haven't shilled today. Oh my God, guys, please, if you're watching the show right now, please don't forget to hit the like. We, of course, need to get to 1,000 subs, and I'm handing out wrenches as much as I can before we get to 1,000. So if you want a wrench, let me know in the chat. I will issue you a wrench. Yeah, again, shout out to the 800 wrenches in the chat. It's insanity. Total chaos with everyone. Yeah, so let me know if you guys require a wrench before we hit to 1,000. No more wrenches will be issued after we hit 1,000. All right, Quentin says, I gave up on trying to find a job 2 days ago. I'll try sending it another 200 apps next week. Guys, of course, that's the way the market is right now. And we're on a complete hiring freeze since the tariffs began. Tariffs began, of course, back in April. So most employers are not looking to hire anyone new right now. They need to wait it out. Of course, wait for the storm to end until 2026 to really start hiring again. Also, we had, don't forget, AI replacing a lot of these jobs. Microsoft laid off about 9,000 people plus this year already, and most of those jobs are all getting replaced by AI. Yeah, so again, Strawberry Dragon's very lucky to still be employed in 2025. I did it again. Just keep poking. Just keep poking. Of course, my favorite flavor of dragon is strawberry. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see what else we have here. Banana Republic says Quinn opens a Word document and places an object on the spacebar in order to continuously game while it's looking busy. Oh, jeez. Turns out Quint is 14 years old, says Jake. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, man. Yes, Joy says, hi, Ramona and Gamma. Have a great day, ladies. Have a great day, guys. That's right. Have a great day, guys. Don't get scared out of this. Don't get scared out of this. We do still have about 15 minutes until I'm going to call it. But that's pretty much the whole thing we got going on right now. Is the markets are just freaking out over PPI, and of course, realistically, most of crypto really doesn't matter. Like it's mostly just going to be, discretionary spending, right? That it's all going into crypto, at least in the retail sector. Investors are going to invest regardless. So I think that most of this stuff's pretty safe for huge pullbacks, or at least after the big dramatic pullbacks, they're going to get pumped again pretty soon. Let's see what else we have in the crypto news today. Other than Scott, maybe fudding the market a little bit there too. Centrifuge COO Jurgen Blumberg. DeFi is having its ATF moment. Newly appointed COO of Centrifuge 2 weeks. Come on, give me something more juicy than that. FBI alert us scammers. Yeah. Tron founder Justin Sun takes Bloomberg to court to block crypto asset reveal. What? I don't know what the hell that's all about. Justin Sun's always looking for some sort of attention. Before agreeing, he says Bloomberg assured him that any asset information he provided would keep strictly confidential. I guess they showed something he shouldn't have shown. I don't know. All right, so he's suing Bloomberg, whatever. I want something good. I want something juicy. That might be it, guys. Let's take one more pass over the news, and then might be calling it for the live stream this morning. CNBC is on break. We got Fox Business currently talking about Trump's effect Congress to extend DC Fed takeover.
Good that America's greatest cities have, between whether it's DC, New York, or LA, have shown such a spirit of lawlessness.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, if Washington, D.C., which has the 4th highest homicide rate of any city in the country, was a state, it'd be the most violent state in the entire country. And these are the cities that people from foreign countries come to visit, and that's their impression of America, is graffiti and homelessness and lawlessness everywhere. When you have Americans afraid to visit their nation's capital because of the lawlessness that is happening, it's a real issue. And it has a real impact on Virginians, where Virginians commute. So many of them commute and work in the district, whereas before they would stay, go to the Kennedy Center, enjoy a night out. Now, as soon as they're done, they leave and they come back to Virginia as soon as they can, where it is much safer. And so right now, D.C. absolutely has a crime problem. I'm a little incredulous at these very elite politicians telling all of us, don't believe your lying eyes. Anybody who spent significant time in the district will tell you they have a serious crime problem that's out of control. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, they're still dealing with high rates of crime in DC. All right, what else we got? Come on, CNBC back yet? Nope. And the Doomberg. Let's see, Doomberg. Nope, they're gone too. All right, guys. So that might be the rest of the roundup I got for the news this morning. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid, right? It's time, of course, to be strong and hodl. Back to hodling, guys. Back to diamond hands. Don't forget, money is made while there's blood in the streets, and there's a little bit of blood in the streets today. You might want to pick up some of it. I'm gonna be sucking all the blood I can out of the market today. I'm eyeing, of course, my picks today are going to be Sui. So Sui's still sitting around 6% down. It might have came up now. Where'd it go? I can't even find it. Oh, there it is. Oh, 4.3 now. Damn it. I should have bought it earlier. But I was hanging out with you guys, so that's what I'm going to be eyeing Sui today for a pullback. If we do see something else negatively affect the markets, it's probably all going to start chipping up here unless we see something else, Black Swan kind of pop up and it show its ugly face. We also still have XCN down 5% on the day, and ZBAC, where was ZBAC? ZBCN, those are my top picks of DCA today, just because I love those bags, and I want to continue pamping them. Yeah, 6.5% down on CBAC. Underneath 4.5. And this thing was just on the precipice of breaking 5, breaking towards 6 cents, not that long ago. So not a bad time to be DCAing into ZBAC, in my opinion. A penny is coming soon, and it's more than double where it's sitting at right now. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. Hopefully nothing else comes out to break the markets further down, but we needed a pullback regardless. We were overbought, and so is the U.S. stock market and everything else. Again, eyeing some of these other things on the week. Look at this. ZBAC's still down 15% on the week. Again, perfect time to be buying. Probably the only thing I'd recommend on the top 200. Top 100 on the week, there's really no red at all. Not really at all. All right, guys, I gotta get going. Have a great day, and I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. as we cover the foreign market open for Friday. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid before the bull runs.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my keen. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more songs and let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and more. I choose you. I love you.
You guys are a riot. Anyone have a Crypto Otaku interview and appointment days or versus crypto market performance? When is Otaku on next? Meet and greet, so we can have a green day. Of course, calling that every time I leave or we have to leave early or something, I have an appointment. The market pamps, right? Can I just like fake it out and say I'm gonna have an appointment tomorrow? I don't know. I have literally no appointments left for the rest of the year. I got a clean bill of health, and I'm going to run with that for the rest of the year. Probably kind of cancel my insurance next year, too. Otaku Sen says, when is the 24-hour live stream you keep baiting us with? It's going to happen. It's going to happen soon when the market
When will then be now? Soon.
I don't know, man. Maybe we won't get those runs like we did in 2021. I'm telling you, you could not sleep in 2021. And this time, it doesn't feel like that. We had like 1 or 2 days so far this year that felt like no sleep zone hit. But after that, nothing really happened. What else we have here before I head out? Oh, Jesus. AI can help you with those job applications. Says Jake the Snake the Quint. Yes, and a master of baiters. OG Boban. Of course you say something stupid like that. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Alright guys, I gotta call it. Have a good one, guys. And of course, Super Danny coming in hot right after as we leave. Good morning, Otaku fan. Let's see the prediction for tomorrow hits. I hope so. Have a good one, guys. Don't forget, we are going to be live tonight, 8 p.m. to cover the foreign market open. Hopefully, we cover most of this by then. DCA while you can. I don't have much left either, Gamma. 100% right. Feel it right there for you. I got about maybe $500, maybe 1,000. I could probably spare. You gotta take it while you can. All right, guys. Choose your winners. Buy up some of this dip, and I will see you tonight. Have a good one. Peace.